Hello, and welcome to my channel, where I mostly share my love of fragrance and enjoying my collection. In this video, I'll be reviewing the new Victoria's Secret Après Snow holiday collection. Thank you so much for stopping by, and let's get started. It's that time of year again, and Victoria's Secret has released their first holiday body care collection, and it's called Après Snow. Victoria's Secret actually had a mist called Après Snow before, but that isn't included in this collection, which is available now both online and in store. There are 4 new scents in the Après Snow collection, and I picked up all of the fragrance mists. I'm not sure that all of the notes appeal to me, but I'm going to keep an open mind, and I'm excited to just be testing new holiday body care. I think that the packaging is very wintry with the snowy accents, pastel colors, and gold caps, and it reminds me a little bit of last year's highly spirited collection design. The lotion packaging is more decorative, but I didn't pick any of those up yet as I wanted to try out the scents first. The collection includes Snowdrift, a fruity floral described as winter berries, cool jasmine, and tangerine, dashing through the snow. Frostmelt, a sweet aromatic gourmand described as hot chocolate ignites mint and tonka, warming the season's frost. Sunslope, a witty gourmand described as Arctic coconut freezes amber and musk, exploring the sunlit mountains. And Nightsip, a witty floral described as champagne bubbles light up violet and cedarwood, taking in the night. And now let's get on to the reviews. The first scent in the collection is Snowdrift, which is a new scent and comes in the pink bottle. And this has notes of frozen berries, blooming jasmine, and cool tangerine. And this opens with a very fragrant, heady jasmine, along with the berries. And the berries don't feel juicy, they're more dry and almost powdery, as if they were frosted. I can't pick out any specific berry. It just feels more like mixed berries to me. The tangerine adds some citrusy sweetness and lightens the scent a bit. To me, this is a fruity floral with prominent jasmine, along with cool, sort of powdery berries and a touch of citrus. The tangerine is sweeter than the usual orange found in many scents, and I like the brightness that it adds. I do like this scent, and while it is quite floral at first, it settles into a softly sweet, fruity floral that I don't find overbearing. And for comparisons, first I have the original Victoria's Secret Après Snow, with notes of holly berries and winter jasmine. And this is a sweet, fruity floral with a soft jasmine. The berries have a bit of tartness and an almost sugary quality to them, and they are the most prominent note. It's very sweet, and there is a kind of coolness that makes the scent feel wintry. These share the mix of jasmine and sweet berries that feel dusted with powder, but Après Snow is more heavily berry, while Snowdrift has a stronger floral. There is a similarity though, and I wonder if the original Après Snow inspired this collection and was just tweaked a bit to make Snowdrift. Après Snow also feels sweeter and stronger overall. Next is Victoria's Secret Pure Seduction Frosted, which has notes of frozen tangerine and pink marshmallow. And this is a fluffy marshmallow scent with a lot of sweet tangerine. It feels bright and a bit powdery, and has a nice amount of sweetness. These are both cool scents with tangerine, but Pure Seduction Frosted has stronger citrus and is sweeter and more powdery, while Snowdrift is more floral and has added fruitiness from the berries. Then I have Bath & Body Works Champagne Toast, with notes of bubbly champagne, sparkling berries, and juicy tangerine. And this is the classic bubbly scent that reminds me of berries soaked in champagne. It has a sweet, juicy tangerine, and the scent overall has a lot of sweetness, as well as a bit of tartness. These share the berries and tangerine, but Champagne Toast is fruitier and brighter, and has the sparkling quality, while Snowdrift is more floral. The next scent in the collection is Frostmelt, which is a new scent and comes in the green bottle. And the website says the official notes are fresh mint, hot chocolate, and whipped pistachio, but the back of the mist lists tonka instead of pistachio, so we'll see what I get from the scent. And this opens with mint, along with sweet, sort of powdery chocolate, kind of like hot chocolate mix, and it instantly reminded me of Thin Mints. The mint note is not very strong though, and it feels a bit like peppermint and starts to soften pretty quickly. The chocolate becomes more prominent and creamy, and I do feel like there's a bit of nuttiness in here, so I think the pistachio is present, unless that's coming from the tonka, which also adds a whipped vanilla sweetness to the chocolate. To me, this is creamy whipped hot chocolate with a bit of nuttiness and a touch of mint. I still get whiffs of the mint here and there in the dry down, but it is really soft. This feels very gourmand and edible, and I think if you like chocolatey scents, this is definitely one to try. I personally have never cared for the smell of mint. It's always bothered me in food or anything else, so I don't typically buy fragrances with mint notes unless it's for review. But I have to say that I actually really like this. After the opening, the mint fades into the background, and I just get hints of it, and it's soft enough that it's not off-putting to me. The chocolate and tonka are the stars here, and I love the nuttiness and whipped quality. And for comps, I'll start by saying that I don't really have anything similar to this, because I don't generally keep scents with mint in my collection, because again, I don't like the smell of mint. I did have Bath & Body Works Twisted Peppermint, but I don't think that would be too similar as it doesn't have a chocolate note. Frostmelt does remind me a bit of Bath & Body Works Hot Cocoa and Cream Candle, only with added mint and nuttiness. First I have Mary Mocha from VS Pink, with notes of caramel drizzle and smoked hazelnut. And this is a very sweet mocha scent with some nuttiness from the hazelnut and a slightly creamy quality. The mocha is soft and the caramel is the most prominent note, giving the scent a sticky sweet feeling. These both have creamy chocolate and a nutty quality, but Mary Mocha has hazelnut versus Frostmelt's pistachio, and Mary Mocha is more caramel heavy and doesn't have the mint. Next is Tease Cocoa Soirée from the VS perfume line, which has notes of lush wildberry, freesia petals, and whipped mocha. And this is a fruity floral scent with mocha and fluffy vanilla cream. It has sweet, juicy berries that feel closest to raspberry, as well as a strong, heady freesia. The mocha has a soft, chocolatey quality, and the cream has an airy vanilla sweetness. These share the chocolate and creamy vanilla quality, but Tease Cocoa Soirée is noticeably fruity and has the added floral, while Frostmelt is more gourmand with nuttiness and mint. Then I have Cheirosa 62 from Sol de Janeiro, and my bottle says Brazilian Crush, which was the original name, but it is the same scent. And this has top notes of pistachio and almond, mid notes of heliotrope and jasmine, and base notes of vanilla, salted caramel, and sandalwood. And this is a delicious gourmand with sweet caramel and a nutty quality that I find more heavily pistachio than almond. The vanilla adds additional sweetness, and there's also a little saltiness that gives it a beachy feel. I think that this is the only body mist I have with pistachio, and while these both have a vanillic sweetness and a nutty pistachio quality, Cheirosa 62 has florals and the salted caramel that give it a much heavier sweetness, while Frostmelt is more creamy and chocolatey with a whipped feel. And the next scent in the collection is Sunslope, which is also a new scent and comes in the blue bottle. And VS actually failed to list the detailed notes for this one online, so I'm interpreting based on the description, and I'm going to say that it has notes of icy coconut, amber, and musk. And this opens with a strong coconut that feels more like fresh, raw coconut with a bit of creaminess. There's also a lot of warmth from the amber that has a bit of sweetness to it. And the scent does feel musky and has a sort of cool, airy quality. To me, this is a very coconut-heavy scent with an ambery warmth that does have a bit of a wintry feel, but I don't find it to be very sweet. I also think it's a bit muskier than I prefer. I think that this one is okay, but I generally like my coconut scents to be creamier and sweeter, and this one just doesn't stand out to me as anything really special. And for comps, first I have Coconut Ice from VS Pink, which has notes of frosted coconut and sweet cream. And this has a really strong, creamy coconut, and the sweet cream gives it an added rich and creamy quality. It basically smells like coconut cream with just a hint of spice to it that's almost like raw vanilla bean. These share the coconut and cool feeling, but Coconut Ice is sweeter and creamier and has the touch of syrupy vanilla, while Sunslope is more ambery and musky. Then I have Bath & Body Works Whipped Coconut Milkshake, with notes of vanilla ice cream, toasted coconut, and sugared amber. And this is a subtly sweet, fresh coconut scent that has an airiness to it, as well as a bit of creaminess. It also has a soft warmth from the amber, as well as a bit of a toasted, sugary quality. These both have a fresh coconut, amber, and an airy feel, but Whipped Coconut Milkshake is more gourmand and has more sweetness, while Sunslope is warmer with stronger coconut. And the last scent in the collection is Nightsip, which is another new scent, and it comes in the purple bottle. And VS also didn't list the notes for this one, and I'm going to say that they're champagne, violet petals, and cedarwood. And this opens with flowery violet and a very strong cedarwood. I found that cedar is a wood note that I don't typically care much for, so I didn't have high hopes for this one. As the cedar softens a bit, the violet becomes more prominent, and it has a softly powdery quality with just a bit of sweetness. I also get a light, fizzy champagne note, but it's not very remarkable to me. To me, this is a woody floral with a subtly sweet, powdery violet and bubbly champagne. While I actually do love violet scents, I feel like the cedar is dominating everything else in the fragrance, and it has a slightly herbal quality that I find off-putting. I had the same experience with Cedar Breeze in the Faded Coast Fall collection, so I did declutter that one. When I catch more of the violet at times, I think that part of the scent is nice, but the cedar just ruins this one for me. If you like cedar, you might find the combination with the violet to be nice though. And for comps, first I have Victoria's Secret Love Spell Frosted, with notes of snowy cedar and peach petals. And this is a woody floral with a sweet, juicy peach note. And this is one of the few cedar scents in my collection. These are both very woody scents with a subtle floral, but the cedar in Love Spell Frosted is not quite as strong, and the peach adds a nice fruity sweetness. Nightsip is unfortunately dominated by the cedar, which feels more herbal and overshadows the floral. And then I have Soft and Dreamy from VS Pink, which has notes of violet petals, fresh peony, and sun-kissed woods. And this is a woody floral with sweet peony and a soft, lightly powdery violet. It's subtly sweet, and it has a bit of an airy quality. These share the woodiness and violet, but Soft and Dreamy is, well, much softer, as well as more floral, while Nightsip Cedar is much stronger and sharper than the sun-kissed woods and Soft and Dreamy. Overall, I am quite happy with this collection. While I didn't love all of the scents, the ones that I think are good are really good, so I'm happy to add those to my collection. I also like the wintry theme, and I think that the packaging is appealing. If I had to rank these, my least favorite would of course be Nightsip. While I like the soft violet, the cedar just isn't to my taste, and the champagne doesn't add much for me. Next would be Sunslope, which is an okay fresh coconut scent with an ambery warmth, but I wish it had more sweetness and was less musky. Then Snowdrift would come in second, with its jasmine, powdery berries, and sweet tangerine. Once the jasmine softens, I really enjoy this sweet, fruity floral with a citrus touch. I wouldn't say it's anything super unique, but it is a very nice, easy-to-wear scent. And that surprisingly leaves Frostmelt as my favorite. I can't believe I actually want to keep a mint scent, but I am shocked to find that I really love this one. It's a delicious, creamy, hot chocolate with a touch of peppermint and a beautiful, whipped, vanillic, nutty sweetness. I can't stop smelling it on my skin, and I actually found this to be the strongest scent in the collection. Sunslope and Nightsip would be in the middle, with Snowdrift being the softest. So that's it for my review of the Après Snow collection from Victoria's Secret. This is only the first holiday collection, so I'm excited to see what else they have in store for us. Let me know what you think of these scents and if you're going to give any of them a try. Thank you for watching, I hope that you'll subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.